what's up DIYers? Mike Bors with the Mike Bors channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking window screens, and in today's video, the proper and safe way on using a kit and all the tools involved with the screen, the spline, etc., and replace your window screen. Let's get started. We're outside, and after watching today's video, you will have the confidence to replace screens this size and smaller, as well as screens this large or even larger. You will also have the confidence to replace screens that badly damaged or even more damaged. Making our way to the table in front of us now is the screen removed from our window, and scrolling above right now as well as down below in the comments and description will be a link showing the removal of a screen and frame properly. There's a right way to do this, there's a wrong way. Don't do it the wrong way, you'll break things. In addition, down below is a link to this universal replacement kit that has everything, the splines, the tools, and the replacement screen. Definitely an awesome purchase. However, taking a step back into the screen and frame, make sure the frame itself is positioned and the rubber spline is upright and you have access to it, and then go along the entire frame and find the separation in the spline. In most cases, it will be in a corner. As you see, there's ours. Camera in position, we will first grab that pick tool and again begin peeling away the spline to remove the damaged screen. Again, with the pick tool, ever so carefully applying pressure to the screen, coming inside and lifting up the spline. And once you lift it up and peel it away by hand, it should go very smoothly. And if you end up wanting to reuse the spline, remove it in a friendly and safe manner as opposed to yanking it and breaking it. However, the kit did come with brand new spline, and we can tell by looking at this spline, it is the smaller size of the two options inside the kit. However, most people get intimidated by the spline and they just want to reuse the old one. But DIYers, if this is dry rotted and failing or falling apart, replacing it is a must. With the spline fully removed, I'll set that aside, and from here we can ever so carefully shift up on the screen and remove it. And if it's not coming out easily, carefully use that pick tool and separate it from the screen. If it's been in there for several decades or years, it might be a little tricky to come out. And in our case, it is. So this is worst case scenario, which is good that this is happening to ours and you get to see it. As you see right there. After removing the screen, again, just double check the entire seam or slot that the rubber spline seats into and secures the screen inside the frame. And if all looks good, we're going to set this aside and bring the screen back in and make some measurements so we can cut a new screen. And we're going to match it up to this side and add 2 inches all around. Making progress, I have made the measurements and cut the brand new screen. As you see here, you want it larger than the original. And we're going to now remove the original, go get the frame, and from here, bring the screen in and rest it on the frame itself. As you see, making sure equal lengths of the screen on the outside of the frame itself, as shown here. And at this point, we are bringing in our old spline, and it makes it really easy to use the old spline when you know the corners. The split in the splines will meet back up right there. And what I'm going to do is insert, and that is where this tool comes in. You've got a straight roller and you've got a slotted roller. We are using the slotted roller and inserting the spline in the slot, as you see right here. And carefully guide the spline. Watch out for your fingers as you are using this tool. And when you get to the corners, you can use the back side of this little pick tool where it is rounded, and you can carefully feed it inside the corners. Again, applying pressure to the screen. And make sure the screen is pulled tight and there's no slack or ripples in the screen. That's important. You don't want to have to get to the end of this project and have to start over. Back to a corner using the rounded edge and releasing the slack. Back to the corner, and again, once you get to the last section of the frame and inserting this screen, check the overall slack and get all of that ripple and slack out of there. Pull the screen tight as you simultaneously tighten the screen into the slot with the spline. After the entire screen is in place, pick the entire frame up and check for any ripples or slack. From there, you can use the utility knife that came in the kit, and without cutting the spline, you are going to go to the outer edge of the spline and make the cut. Go slow. Do not cut the spline. After you make your cut, just begin peeling the screen away, and in the event that it starts pulling out the splines, you have not cut it all the way. Carefully recut it. Set the excess screen to the side. I'm going to go back to that tool and run the spline. To the opposite side of the frame and screen and to the separation point of the spline. DIY is very important. As you round the corners, it is imperative that the spline is properly seated in the corner slots. If it's not, the very first time it's windy outside, that screen will come loose. Or if a bird hits it, that screen will come loose. Next, I remove the white towels, and DIYers, by following these instructions, you will master replacing Windows screens. Back outside, and up next is this frame. Here it is, fully replaced, and what a significant upgrade. And I actually did have to make a new spline cut. Again, no big deal, just match the length, make the cut, and your new spline will get to work. And again, no slack. Much nicer. What an upgrade.